Hi YouTube, this is a video response to James Robert on the DeLonghi or the Nespresso coffee machine leak repair. I'll put a link in. So this particular model is the DeLonghi EN265BAE, sold here in Australia. Not sure if it's sold in other countries, but the barrel unit, the brew unit, appears to be the same on a lot of these devices. They're about 70 Australian dollars on eBay if you were to buy one now in 21. But I've fixed this without spending anything. But yeah, thanks to James Roberts for your teardown. But I went an extra step further and took the seal out of the brew unit. James doesn't open the brew unit for fear of too many moving parts or something. You don't actually need to open this machine at all. So I'll try and show you how you go about doing that, and if you watch the teardown video you will probably be able to see the clip, but I'll put a light in here so you can see what's happening, and I'll grab the camera and a little flathead screwdriver is all you're going to need. So I've got these little cheapos here. I'll take this clip off here. You pull it forward halfway, you get your flathead, and you pry it under this clip here. Okay, and you need to pry this now out of the housing. So it's a little bit finicky. I'm back. Let's try with this is my dental pick. It's a bent piece of wire that has just got an angle cut on it. Anyway, where were we? Let's put a light on here. Okay. I've just got water on my lens. Beautiful. Alright, so now, just make sure the power's turned off as well. Alright. Now we have the cartridge off. You're going to be able to just twist it up. Okay, and you might find that you can't get it out, but you can just rotate it 90 degrees and the whole thing comes straight out. And I've already replaced this seal here. Let me put it back. Here, you should be able to see that. And this seal here is the one that might just need a bit of lubrication. I'll link a video to what I did, but long story short, I basically just boiled a pot of vegetable oil, dropped the seal in for about a couple of minutes. Don't cook the seal. And then I used some silicone paste to lubricate it. This metal thing, so this is the upside of the part, so when you put it back in you're going to turn it 90 degrees, put it back into the machine. Now you need to get the top back on and then sit it back down on, so there's the little clip that we managed to get off. That you don't have to take the whole thing apart. So I didn't look for replacement seals. You could, in principle,
buy or make one. I think it's about 1.5 inches outside diameter. And that's the extent of my repair video. The machine has not leaked. I've made a coffee, as you can see there. There was no water after having done that. If you want to try now to reseat this, I'll pull this back forward halfway, turn it around, and that metal bit goes. If I show you what I'm trying to do here, so I'll just show you putting it in. So, you know, it's not rocket science. Get it in there. Turn my flash on. Does that make it easier to see? Yes, it probably does. Yep, so chuck our part in here, rotate it around 90 degrees. Okay, at this point, so you can see that the clip that I undid earlier. I'm doing this one-handed. You need two hands, and if I pull this half forward, you can see where the hole there has to line up. So your metal part here has to go back over the top. If I can just get it to stick. You end up, let me just illustrate that. You can see what I'm doing here. So this is food grade silicone paste that I've used. Can't speak to using normal silicone paste. You got hot water coming through. I don't know what the health consequences are, but sure, if you don't have a seal and you really want coffee and you don't care about the health implications, by all means. But yeah. So anyway, you get the gist. I'm going to pop that back in at the top. So I sort of have to push against myself with the lever without squashing my finger. I'm going to pause just while I do this. I do need two hands. Maybe you can, if I teeter this here, you guys can kind of watch me mess around here. So I get it under that, up that, line it up properly. I wonder if I can't even just do that. Just check that it's the clip is correct. So let's just actually test it and see that we get no water leaking. Okay, let's try it, see what happens. To do a final test again, because I had water in there before. Just going to make sure these are totally dry. That is totally dry. Wow. You know. For all intents and purposes, it's dry, as is this bit. Alright, so we've got no water. So we'll put these back together. Okay, reuse our old cartridge. Okay, haven't. Alright, and now let's test it again. See, it leaks internally or not. I'll just keep it going again a little bit longer. coffee, real world test. We're gonna have a real world size coffee. Righto. Okay, so let's see if the machine is been leaking inside, and as you can see, there's not a drop. So that, let me expel the cartridge. Okay, cartridge expelled. Let me dry the inside. There's no. And what I'll do, so put you inside the machine, and you can see, hopefully, the clip is back on. And what I did to reassemble it was to actually use this to push the whole mechanism back on, as you saw before. But yep, that drop of water doesn't happen when the machine is in use. Anyway, that's my video. Thanks, YouTube. All the best.